So, here's a video that I've had on my mind for quite some time now. Like, I've been thinking of this for the past few months. And I think since I don't usually do videos like this at all, and the fact that it's on WWE 2K16, you might already be able to guess what I'm doing here. So, first of all, let's start at the beginning. I've been doing WWE 2K My Career Mode videos since WWE 2K17, and since the beginning of this channel, really, I've been playing wrestling games. So that's since January at least, and I've been playing My Career specifically since the 12th of February 2017 with no breaks. I've had little to no breaks in terms of wrestling content. When it came to 2K17, when I was done with My Career, I went into My Career Beyond and My Career Alternate at the same time. Then I went back into My Career, and then I went into 2K18. I played the My Career, had to redo the My Career because the game crashed at a certain point at Payback, if you guys remember that glitch. And then I went from that, because the My Career was shit, so we went from the My Career mode into another My Career Beyond series, into a Universe Career Mode series, into a My Career Alternate series, which was My Career Mode again, this time as Marcus again, My Career Alternate as Marcus. You guys would already know this anyway. I'm not putting any hashtags in. This is specifically for you guys, the day ones, the guys who tune into every single wrestling content video. So yeah, so I went from My Career Alternate into Universe Career Extra as well with Zach. And then even after all that, finishing up My Career Alternate by putting it into Universe Career Mode. And then Universe Career Extra, putting that into Zach, the final career mode I did in 2K18. And that was V1, okay? And I was going to continue that. I went straight into 2K19. And then after 2K19, I fell out with Legacy. We had that. You guys remember that whole scandal thing. I won't need to get into detail on that. But as a result of that, I ended up making a universe mode to be an opponent to Ryan's RWE universe mode. I'm not even gonna skirt it now. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. So after I was done with 2K19 universe mode, we went right into this series, 2K16. Now, bear in mind, this is March 2019. I am making this video on, let's have a look, the 29th of August 2020. So, for well over a year, I've been doing this series. Now, that's mostly because I was taking, like, ages to get the videos out. And, you know, but that's because I'd worked so hard on them and I'd have to think of all the ideas. Like, I plan a whole year ahead when it comes to this wrestling content. So, up until the next WrestleMania, I've had storylines planned. But I just can't do that anymore. It'd be more of the same, you know? It's V2, okay? This is Geordie Polfram and V2 we're playing as. Which is just V1, but like V2, I guess. I did all my ideas in 2K17 and 2K18 Universe Career Mode. So, the ideas that I've used in this game are either recycled or barely new, you know? And I haven't got, in terms of my storyline ideas for the next in-game year, there isn't much. And that is mostly not because I'm uncreative, because there's specific wrestling content that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to do a woman's universe career mode. Like, I've never played as a woman in a game, and I can't be asked for 2K20. I ain't even gonna buy that. I'm not even gonna bother. But pretty much, I wanted to do that. I still do want to do that, but I'll never get to do that because I'm too busy now, you know? And that's the thing. I'm really, really busy, and it becomes super, super stressful editing these 2K16 videos, like getting these videos out. It's really, really stressful having to think up all these ideas, especially if the game crashes while I'm making an attire or something goes wrong, as in, like, I lose the match by accident and then I have to quit the game and then go back on it to redo the match again. it's really stressful. Now that's something that's come like since 2K17, like since I did that, you know, but I just can't do it anymore. I don't enjoy it, you know. The difference between this game, like this year with this game compared to all the years before, was that I enjoyed the game. Now, you gotta think, I've played this game, this specific game, full playthrough already. I've done it, you know. Go back to V1, go back to the WWE 2K My Career Mode, the final chapter playlist, scroll down quite a bunch, and eventually you will find the 2K16, the original 2K16 My Career Mode series. So the only storyline we have left to do, well, there's two. Well, I'll explain the second one later. The only one storyline we've got left to do is after you've held the title for a year and you face Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and John Cena. Now, in my original series, I faced Seth Rollins. Did I say Rollins, John Cena, and Daniel Bryan? I think I did. Whatever. So in my original playthrough, I faced Seth Rollins because it made sense for the story I was trying to tell. And, you know, I just don't feel like I have to do that now, you know? I've pushed myself with this My Career because it's the only one I haven't completed. And there is still one storyline I have left to do, but I can't do that as Geordie Pulverman, you know? It's too late. I was waiting until we got to playing as Max, which I was going to do after holding the title for a whole year in this game. Now, I mean, I could easily go into the Hall of Fame mode right now and retire as Geordie Pulverman V2, but there's just no point in doing that, you know. I may as well just leave the series as it is. Probably even leave V2 as it is, you know. I might even come back to this game one day to get that last storyline done, I guess, but I don't know. Like, in the next year, like, I'm getting a PS4 Pro on my birthday in less than a month, you know, and I don't want to go into that playing the same old games again. Like, I just don't enjoy playing this game anymore, and that will come from anybody who's played a game as much as I have for a year. But you've also got to think, 2K games, or I guess Ukes are to blame for this as well, because, like, all the games are the same. They just are, you know. And I love 2K17, and eventually, like, next year, we're going to go back to 2K17, but we're going to do things very, very differently, you know. It's not going to be some V1, V2 storyline type shit, you know. I'm just going to play the game to play the game, try and get as much enjoyment as possible, because me trying to create these little stories, it doesn't work anymore, you know. And the motivation isn't there neither, because I've developed as a content creator, and I've got more viewers for different things, you know. Need for Speed gets me hundreds upon hundreds of views at times, whereas the highest I can get with this is around 50. Now 50 is great, but most of the time it's just 20, which I can get with pretty much any game I play, you know. I got, and you know, the final breaking point was when I uploaded Red Dead Online the other day, and I got 20 views, like, right off the bat, like, in about 7 hours, whereas it takes this a full day, like 24 hours, just to get up to 20 views. So it's quite obvious to me that, I mean, I've said it for years, the community for this game is dead. It just is, you know. There's, like, the big YouTubers like Denkops and that, they aren't playing the WWE 2K games anymore. Like, WWE 2K as we know it, it's fucking dead, you know. And 2K20 was just the nail in the coffin, really, because I've been feeling disgruntled since 2K18. If you guys remember 2K18, I haven't played 2K18 since the last video we made on it, by the way. So, yeah. And 2K19, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but the funny thing is, the only people I've seen truly enjoying those games are young kids. Like, my little brother, 7 years old, loves WWE 2K19, and he plays it all the damn time. The game is meant to be 16 rated, but it feels like you're making these games for people a lot younger than 16, you know? It's very kid friendly. It's like, I don't know. It is literally a simulation of WWE in real life. WWE in real life is very often boring. Yeah, we have these bright sparks here and there, just like 2K16 and 17's My Career Mode, where we get these little storylines, little Paul Heyman cutscenes, stuff like that. Little spots, cutscenes that look really cool. You get them. But most of the time it's just the same old, usually the same matches and everything. Granted, the games are a lot more repetitive than real life, but it's often a pretty accurate simulation of WWE in real life, and I can't do it anymore. You know, I've been non-stop doing content like this since 2017, and I just don't find it fun anymore. It just isn't fun to me, you know? Most people around me, I'd say that, they still play the game. They still buy the games every year. People like Elijah, Brizzy, Ryan, hell, even TJ. But TJ technically doesn't buy it. But, like, they're still playing these games as if anything new is going to happen. And I personally cannot do that anymore. I just can't. I don't have the motivation. I don't have the passion for it anymore. I had a lot of passion back in the day for 2K17. Hell, even this last year. 2K15, I forgot to mention we did 2K15 as well just before 2K19. So I've literally had little to no breaks since the beginning of my channel in terms of wrestling content, you know. And since the views are really going downhill now, I just don't see the point in doing it. Yes, I know there's few of you that really like the content and look forward to it, but I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. But there's a lot more content for you. If you joined pretty late on and you missed out on V1, go back, check out those videos on 2K17 and 2K18, hell, even 2K19, you know. 2K15's got a pretty good series to it as well. But, you know, I just can't do this anymore. You know, it's just not interesting to me. I don't know. 2K16 is a great game, don't get me wrong. But I've played it so much for so long, since March 2019, like I said earlier, I'm sickened by it. I can't play it anymore. I just do not enjoy it, and I won't ever enjoy it if I continue to play the game. So I can't do it anymore, and nor am I going to do it anymore. I've got other content to focus on. Like, I'm creating music now, and I want more time to create that said music. There's other games that I love playing, like Need for Speed, you know, whether it's Payback, whether it's Heat, whether it's and it will be 2015 in November, and Rivals. I will be playing that as soon as I get the PS4 Pro. I'm going to reinstall Rivals and we're going to play that again, because Need for Speed gets me views, and that's what the majority of viewers on this channel are interested in now. That and music. And even if people weren't interested in music, I'd still do the music anyway, because that's what I love doing and I've got passion for that. But when it comes to wrestling content, I'm running on fumes. Like, I do not enjoy this shit. I'm good at making this wrestling content. I know I am. Half of my fan base is over half of my fan base is, like, I'd say about 350 of you are from the wrestling content, you know. So and the other half some Need for Speed, and Need for Speed, that's just going to keep growing. I know it is. As soon as I get the PS4 Pro, I'm going to start making wishlist videos on Need for Speed 2021, and I know for a fact my subscriber count is going to go up a lot more than it did with this wrestling content, you know. We have some great memories in terms of my career content, especially when it comes to 2K17. Hell, even 2K18, I remember the glitch as Zach Polferman when, you know, when Randy Orton or whoever's meant to DDT you and screw you out of the Money in the Bank briefcase, and Zach just DDTs himself. Like, that glitch was great, but it's the little moments, you know. People don't see what happens behind the scenes, you know. Where the games crash, or there's specific spots in the match where glitches, just random glitches, especially with 2K18. That's where it truly started, when I was doing Universe Career Mode. But back then I had nothing to lose, you know. I was in the worst time of my life at that point. But at this point I'm still struggling mentally, but I'm at the best point I've been in since 2017. So I don't have a need to give everything I have into something that I'm not passionate about anymore. Now that's not me saying I'm not passionate about wrestling per se. I love wrestling. I love playing WWE games just to have fun. You know, when my mum's boyfriend's daughter, basically my sister at this point, when she comes round, we always play WWE 2K17, always. Or when my cousins come round, we sometimes play 2K17. But playing on your own on this game is, and when you're trying to create content out of it, it's not fun for me anyway. You know, it's different depending on which person. And honestly, actually, no, it'd be fun for anybody, but when you've done it for as long as I have, which is 4 years, 4 fucking years, over 4 years, pushing on 5 years, I think. Wait, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, we're pushing on 5 years, aren't we? I swear. Yeah, that's 5 years, right? So 2017, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so it'll be 5 years by February, you know? By February next year, it would have been 5 years since the first, wait, 18, 19, yeah, I'm tired, you know? 18, 19, 20, 21. So it would have been 4 years. 4 years I've been doing this wrestling content, you know? And as you can tell, I'm tired. Like, I can't even do basic maths at this point. And, you know, it just comes with a lot of unnecessary stress that I just don't want to do anymore. And the games are the exact same every fucking year, you know? What I'm doing right now is essentially the same I was doing in 2K17. Or if I wanted to do a universe career, what I'm doing there is essentially the same as what I'm doing in 2K18. Or universe mode. Oh my god, there is no better example than universe mode. The whole game mode hasn't changed since it was introduced in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. In fact, it's actually gotten worse. I remember in 2K15, and we'll do a video on this one day, probably next year. I remember in 2K15, you could choose the particular storylines. Now, I get why they removed them, because all the animations were pretty last generation. But still, you know, I would have preferred that, because, you know, it's variety. It's something new. But in this game, they removed a lot from universe mode. And yes, sure, in 2K17 they added the show intros and the pyro stuff, which is amazing. In 2K18 they added the power rankings, which was broken in 2K19, which I think actually was broken in 2K18, but I digress. The game's always broken. Pretty much, like, everything's the same every year, and they've lost sight. They already lost sight. Like, many people have already said this. Showcase mode hasn't been good since arguably this game. I haven't played 2K17 Showcase mode. I probably never will be able to, purely because I think they removed them from the PlayStation Store now. Like, I don't know. But shit needs to change. For me, on this channel, I can't play this anymore. I don't enjoy it, you know. So, yeah, guys, I know a few of you aren't going to like this, but I am bringing back Red Dead Online soon, so I guess that's pretty good. I don't know. But in terms of 2K16, I'm pretty much just done with this game. I can't play it anymore. I'm sickened by it. If you guys really want to see that final storyline so badly, go back into V1, into the WWE 2K My Career Mode, the final chapter playlist, and go check that out. If you're new to the channel, go, like, and you were interested in 2K16, go back and check my old 2K17 My Career Mode series, 2K18, 2K18 My Career Alternate, My Career Beyond, etc, etc. Basically, just click on my channel, go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find all of them in a big collection, all separated nicely, chronologically, so it should be really cool. I must warn you, the mic quality isn't the best. That's something that definitely has improved over the years, but yeah, I just don't want to play this game anymore. And to be quite honest, for the rest of this year, I want to stay away from wrestling content. I will return to wrestling content probably February next year to commemorate the 4-year anniversary, and I'll probably come back to 2K17 for that because that's something I've wanted to do for a while. But in terms of this year, I don't want to play any wrestling games anymore. I'm done with it. You know, I'm over it. I've been over it for a while, and pretty much for the last few months, I've been forcing myself with this content. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to private the last few episodes till the last WrestleMania that we did, which was against Brock Lesnar and The Rock. That was a very good episode. So that will be the quote-unquote finale, I guess. Will we be back for 2K16? I don't know. Maybe. There is one final storyline I don't have any footage of at all on the channel, so I might still do that at some point, but I don't know. We will see. But guys, thank you all so much for watching, so much for tuning in. I want to thank you all so much for the support over the years in terms of this wrestling content. I hope you guys don't leave because of this, but you probably won't anyway. A lot of you still tune in to the Need for Speed stuff, but if you do, it was nice having you, I guess. But no point unsubscribing. I will still do wrestling content. I'm just not going to do it for a while, you know. 2021 will probably, most likely, be the next wrestling video I do, unless I just happen to want to do a video on 2K17, because I'm going to keep that game installed. I love 2K17. I've still played 2K17. I just haven't made any videos on it since 2017, I guess. I don't know. Or 2018, was it? I don't know. Can't remember. But guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll have a lot more content coming once I get the PS4 Pro. I'm just really struggling right now with this PS4. It's really, really old. So, like, it's as old as you can get with PS4s. It's not even the Slim. It's the day one PS4. So, yeah, once I get the PS4 Pro, things are going to be a lot more smooth. We can get a lot more videos out. But there's not going to be any more recorded, edited videos for a really long time. Well, not a really long time, but for just over a month, I guess. But I guess that might be better for a lot of you. A lot of you guys like the live streams anyway. And hell, Red Dead Online might do pretty well in terms of recording and editing. We'll see, because the recording software on this PS4 is broken, especially in terms of Need for Speed. So, you know, it's really awkward, and that's actually the main reason why I need a PS4 Pro. That and the PS4, like, corrupts itself here and there. Well, it doesn't corrupt, but it just, I don't know what it is. I just have to initialize it and just reset everything. I've had to do that 3 times since December. So it's pretty bad. That and the TV that I had exploded as well. So I got a makeshift TV. Hopefully this doesn't break. Otherwise I'm really fucked. And hopefully the PS4 doesn't break until I get the PS4 Pro. Because then I will be definitely fucked, because there's no content whatsoever. I mean, I could get my tablet, but my tablet's really fucking old as well. I haven't touched the tablet since the last Five Nights at Freddy's 3 video we did. So, and we might never have to touch that again if I buy Five Nights at Freddy's on the console, because that's on console now. Just a lot more content I can do. And I just, end of the day, I want to have fun doing what I'm passionate about, which is making YouTube videos. And I am not passionate about forcing myself to make this wrestling content anymore. I love WWE games, I love playing them, but when I have to create the content all the fucking time for the last 4 years, eventually I'm going to get tired, you know? We've had some real good content though, okay? And we will have some real good content in the future. But for now, I need a break, a long break. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!